The mental processes of the Alexander technique can help your practice become calmer, more efficient, and better coordinated. You can release and prevent unnecessary tension, enhance self-observation, and increase self-knowledge. You'll start to discover the root causes of any problems you have, and will rely less on using repetition as your main practice strategy. You'll learn how to think constructive, helpful thoughts, thereby increasing your self-confidence. And it will be easier to connect to your musical feelings and expression. To achieve all this, start your practice by lying down in active rest. You'll be amply repaid for any time invested in this body-mind exercise by all the benefits it brings. Because after lying down, you'll feel calmer and more confident. Your state of mind will be one of awareness and observation. Your muscles will have released unnecessary tension. And this in turn will lead to improved coordination and free movement. In other words, after lying down, you're really ready to start your practice. After every 20 minutes of practice, it's a good idea to take a short break, because research has shown that we can't maintain optimal concentration for longer than 20 minutes. But the good news is that you only need a very short break, just 2 minutes, to recharge and have energy for another good 20 minutes of practice. So, set your alarm every 20 minutes if you wish to be reminded. In the short break, take a sip of water, ignore your phone, and choose an Alexander technique activity, like the whispered ah, spinal roll, or moving your arms sideways, initiating the movement from your head neck back. In this way, you take care of yourself and help your coordination in the break as well. While practicing, you can experiment with stopping or pausing. For example, you could decide to briefly pause every 5 minutes, or pause after each phrase, or pause just before a difficult shift, trill, or passage. In the pause, you can briefly think of any of the following: your panoramic vision, the space around you, and your directions. At first it may seem that all this stopping is taking up too much time. But in the end you will actually save time, because pausing makes your practice so much more efficient. A lot of musicians separate music and technique, but it's unnecessary and unhelpful. Separating music and technique will result in your disconnecting from the music and your heart, decreasing your chances of experiencing flow. You'll improve your technique much more if you work on the music and the technique together. While practicing, you ideally want to find a balance between technique, music, ensemble playing or spatial awareness, helpful thoughts, and coordination. All of these can be at the back of your mind while practicing. The Alexander technique can help you to learn to connect to the music when you work on a technical issue. You can learn to see with panoramic vision when you practice a difficult riff. Learn to keep breathing when shifting to a high note. Learn to move with more lightness and freedom. Learn to improve your sound by doing less. Learn to think helpful thoughts and prevent stage fright. And learn to connect to other musicians through all-inclusive spatial awareness. Your practice will be much more efficient, and you'll need less practice time than before, because you will be resolving the root cause of issues. And, last but not least, you'll prevent injuries by learning how to play with a minimum of excess tension. Good luck and enjoy the music!